it's a warm, wet hole, I know. It's just, I grew up fundamentalist, I'm sort of easing my way into bacteria. I'm going to need more alcohol and lube, and a lot more alcohol.
Baby goat blood works better.
What?
Baby goat blood.
Baby goat blood, yeah. Silicon based, anyways. So, I like video games. I think I can tell you like video games too. And you like cosplay, and you are, did you make that yourself?
Yes.
Fucking awesome! I respect the craftsmanship that goes back into that. That's really good. How would you like to go out for drinks of some kind, maybe food of some kind, and discuss our favorite video games and why mine does not involve horror?
Unfortunately, I cannot commit to that. I've got a very fluid work schedule, and I also work with skunks. So I will constantly be smelling of skunks, and I know that will not appeal to you.
Pause. She doesn't know that for sure! Although, yeah, I'll admit, skunk and sex don't really, there's not a lot of overlap on that Venn diagram. Like, maybe third date level of that's cool. You don't feel comfortable, you don't feel comfortable. None of the stuff you mentioned is a problem for me. I mean, smelling like a skunk could be an issue on a given day. But in general, not a huge issue. Maybe not going out in public for drinks, maybe. Yeah, I've got Febreze at my place!
Febreze doesn't help. I live in her house. Febreze does not help.
What I'll do is, I'll get some Vaseline. No, stay with me. And some Frank's Red Hot sauce. Stay with me! And just, there we go. Can't smell skunk and burn. But crying and sexual activities are peanut butter and jelly bean, so that meant they go well together, not.
Yeah, we're good. We got EMS here now.
Oh, good. Are there any more hands? Let me restate that. Are there any more hands going up to be asked out in public? Whether you say yes or no. Okay, we're done. Gentlemen, have you observed me strike the fuck out? Okay. Have you observed the fact that of all the dudes here, I have, as I mentioned in one, the most social currency right now? As in, women generally, not always, not all of them, find social power attractive. The whole alpha thing, bullshit in general. But women are generally more interested in men with social leadership exhibited. And my standing up here and being like, fuck you, suck my dick, give me money, is a fairly obvious, sort of in-your-face example of that sort of social leadership. And yet, zeros across the board. One bunt didn't make it to first. So, you know what's going to happen? On Tuesday, I'm going out with a nerd chick I met at Otafest. Because I've got dates. Because I keep fucking asking. This date in particular, by the way, I asked out last Otafest. And she said, sure. And then we went out. And we ate chocolate cake and walked around Kensington. And afterwards she was like, I'm not sure if I feel it. Like, I like you, I'm just not sure if it's like, we need more lube run to the corner store in your pajama pants like, or bro, we should hang out and play video games like. And I'm like, I mean, they're not mutually exclusive. But, yeah, and so I was like, yeah, that's cool. Because bear noises, right? I was like, okay, you're not into it, you're not feeling it, that's cool. I still think you're super cool. And I would like at some point in the future to consider the possibility of giving you an orgasm, but if you're not into that, it's totally cool, we can hang out and chill, and that's, yeah. And something like 6 months later, she's like, how are things? And I'm like, this is the first message in 4 months. Pretty good, just ran a bunch. 5 minutes later, we're going out on Tuesday. Now, on the one hand, pretty clearly I'm second string here, or third, or we're done with the NFL, let's go back to the bush leagues. Like, I'm not her first choice, because it took her 4 or 6 months to get back to me. I'm not expecting a marriage. But long-term relationships come out of short-term relationships, come out of first dates, come out of asking girls out and taking no for an answer, and asking again and 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 again. Also, one other thing I want to mention to you guys who are staring at me like, I see, so you have to ask girls out in order to go out with girls. One other thing I want to mention. The technique, which I hope the women noticed, was not, I'm going to ask this one out, then I'm going to ask that one out, then I'm going to ask that one out, then I'm going to come back over here and ask that one out, and then I'm going to ask that one out. Because then the women would have gone, well, why did he, is he picking like, oh, so he asked her first because he likes her best, and now I'm, okay, I'm fourth, nope, I'm fifth, no, I'm sixth. Not going to improve the chances. What I did was, I started with Becky because I knew I was going to get a no from her. And then I went down the line. And I think, ladies, correct me if I'm wrong, it was fairly obvious that I started from one end and worked physically across the room. Yes? Fairly obvious?
Yeah.
Okay. So that, again with bear noises, the women understood, and it was at least fairly obvious to them, that I was not choosing them third, fourth, fifth, because of how attractive I found them, but because of, I started at one end of the room and was demonstrating accepting no. So they felt comfortable saying no. That's the most important thing. They have to feel comfortable to say no, not comfortable to say yes. If they're not comfortable saying no, their yes doesn't mean a whole lot because of the implications. So that's the one technique is, if they, like, you're in high school, you're asking girls out, you ask Becky out on Tuesday, you ask Sally out on Thursday, you ask Anna out on Friday. Anna knows by Friday that you asked Sally and Susie out. She knows that she's the third one. She knows, because you're in high school and you're not that smart, that you like those other two girls more than her. That's going to really fuck up your chances with the third girl. So, when you are asking girls out, be the fuck aware that other women are observing what you're doing. Don't let that make you get tense. Just be aware that if you're walking to the bar or the speed dating place, and you're like, yo, hot chick, blah, 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 shut down. Yo, second hottest chick, blah, 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 shut down. A, you're going to get shut down harder, faster here because you did that. B, every other chick in that place is going to be like, A, fuck her, also fuck her, but fuck him. Because now he's telling me I'm the third best looking, I'm the fourth best looking, etc., etc. And they're going to feel way more comfortable saying no, not in the way you want. They're going to feel more comfortable saying no because, fuck you, you're insulting them after you get past one. Okay. Does anybody have any questions?